This girl has an almost perfect body, but she happens to have an extremely ugly face. Everyone makes fun of her, and even random delivery people who see her show disgust on their faces. But strangely, the hottest guy in school always quietly watches her. The way he looks at her almost feels like he likes her. Yet every time she works up the courage to approach him, other girls quickly push her away. When she gets home, all the emotions she has been holding in finally explode. She takes out her anger on her mother and storms out of the house. Right there on the street, a mysterious old woman suddenly stops her and says just one thing: she can make her beautiful. Of course, the girl doesn't believe her, but the next second, the old woman actually tears off her own face, revealing a young and beautiful face underneath. The shocking scene leaves the girl completely stunned. After all, when someone has been humiliated for their appearance for far too long, any chance to become beautiful quickly turns into temptation. So following the old woman's instructions, the girl eats something strange. The next day when she arrives at school, everyone freezes. The boys are left speechless, and even the girls suddenly become incredibly friendly. The reason is simple: the stunning beauty standing in front of them is actually the same girl who used to be mocked by everyone. At that moment, she feels like her life has finally turned around. Everywhere she goes, she can't stop admiring her new face. But just as everyone is crowding around praising her beauty, the school heartthrob she has secretly liked for years walks up to her. What he says, however, is the complete opposite of what she expected. He claims that looks don't matter at all, and that what he actually liked was the real her from before. Hearing this only makes the girl feel sick. She has finally escaped that ugly face, why would she ever want to go back? Feeling more and more upset, she runs out of the school. But right at the street corner, she accidentally bumps into a classmate. When the classmate looks up, they immediately scream in horror, because the girl's face is gone. Only then does she learn the horrifying truth. What she has been wearing was never a beautiful face at all. It was the skin of a dead person. And those other beautiful girls were all victims who had been tricked as well. The mysterious old woman is actually a monster that collects people's faces. However, she gives the girls one final chance to swap their faces back. Hearing this, all the girls desperately rush to reclaim their own faces. Because no matter how beautiful a face may be, if it belongs to a dead person, no one dares keep wearing it forever. But when it becomes the girl's turn, she hesitates and slowly steps back. She has no intention of returning to her old face. In fact, she even throws her own face aside in disgust before running away without looking back. Just then, the school heartthrob chases after her and finally confesses the truth. All this time, other girls only liked him for his looks, but she was the only one who genuinely cared about him as a person. However, when the girl turns around, the boy is so frightened that he falls to the ground. Soon her classmates arrive and explain everything to him. After hearing the full story, the boy says with a painful expression that he likes her for who she is, not for how she looks. But the girl suddenly loses control of her emotions, because deep down, she knows something better than anyone else: this world always judges faces first, and people second. Seeing her completely break down, the boy gently hugs her from behind and promises that from now on he won't hang around with other girls anymore. No matter what she looks like, he says he will always stay by her side. Those gentle words finally touch her heart. She slowly picks up the ugly face she threw away and puts her own face back on. But the story doesn't turn into a fairy tale. From that day on, girls still surround the heartthrob just like before, and his promises seem as if they were never made. Until one day, he sees a familiar name on a giant screen downtown: Salala. The girl who used to be mocked by everyone has now become a top A-list celebrity. Only then does he finally understand